Hello and welcome to Puzzlers Anonymous. My name is Kevin and I'm a puzzle addict and it is Monday morning. I don't think I have anything to say, so I'm just going to get right to puzzling. I will start with strands. I have been doing this my past few recording sessions. None of them have gotten published, but I'm going to keep doing strands until the novelty of it wears off for me. So this would be my fourth time doing it. And my initial reactions, I really liked it the first time. My fear was that there would not be enough themes to fit it. Themes where you can have a long theme that spans the board and then 7 topics that meet it. But that's not my problem, that's the Times' problem. If they can't keep up with it, they'll stop publishing this puzzle. And also, so the first one I did was Cardinal Sins, which there are definitively 7 of, but not everything has to be like that. So the next one was hairstyles, which they chose 7 for. Another one was instruments, like you pick some of the instruments. So it's not really limited. You could have any number of themes and you just have 7 for it. My other concern after the second puzzle was that the themes were too easy. The second one I did was do the do, like the Mountain Dew slogan, but it was do the D-O. So I just knew immediately it was going to be hairstyles. And part of me was like, I'm not even going to read the clues anymore. This is too easy. But then the next 2, that didn't happen. I read the theme and was completely lost. So I think maybe that one puzzle was particularly easy. And then my third reaction is I'm not super fond of the hints. I like that they exist because if you're just staring at the board and you haven't figured out the theme and you don't know, like you can find words but you can't necessarily find the right words, the hint is useful. But I think the hint reveals too much because the hint gives you all the letters of a single word, and for most people that's going to just give them the word. And I wish there was some medium level where you would get not a full word, but just a hint. This is in beta right now, so I'm sure they're soliciting feedback. I haven't seen any form for feedback, but I'm sure people are going to give some of that same feedback that I have. The Times knows what they're doing. They have a group of people to work on this, so I'm sure other people feel the same way as me. The other thing I've noticed, it's different people each time. So this is Christina Iverson. I think the editor might be the same each time, but I felt like the names have changed. I haven't paid super close attention to it, but it seems like they've been different. So this is Christina Iverson's one. To put it mildly, so this could be about speaking, it could be things that are mild. Is there anything, does salsa appear anywhere in here? There's this SAS area, but there's no L around it, so maybe not. A Z is an unusual letter. There's only so many words you can make with Z. And it's going to be in one of our words. Something fun about the strands is it uses every letter on here. Zoo, I can see right here. Too short? You can't have a 3-letter word? Okay. Good to know. Goose. I don't know. Yeah, I can't find any Z words in here. Or words that would have Z. I'm thinking like ozone, but that doesn't work because it'd be like OZ, and then where does it go from here? So maybe that's not as much of a starting point as I thought. A temperature can be mild, see TEM, but then the P's not there. Jeep is a word, but I don't know what that has to do with putting it mildly. Jeepers would be, is this going to be like slang that isn't swears? I think that is. Like, yeah, to put it mildly, slang where it would be, sort of a swear word, but you're saying jeepers. You're not saying like Jesus Christ. I think that's what jeepers is a stand-in for. The JC. Shoot is definitely a stand-in for shit. I'm gonna say all the swears in my video because mine isn't for children. There's a little box when you're uploading your video. Is this for kids? I'm gonna say no, because we're cursing. I wonder if I can find the spangram. Because I know the concept, I don't know how you would describe it. If it's top to bottom, we have a lot of choices, but if it's left to right, there's only so many. It has to either start with an O, or start with an L, or end with an O, or end with an L, which tells me it's probably top to bottom anyways. Fudge is one. Golly is another, so now we know it's top to bottom and not left to right because the whole left side is full. So, heck is another. So that really narrows it down. So this is SM. It almost feels there's not enough vowels in there, so this should be telling us something. So it's got to be isms here, right? So, but what goes before? So it's going to be going down from here. I think Zooks is one. I think Gadzooks. Nope. Gadzooks is there. Nope. Okay. So now we have most of our spangram. F. Euphemisms. Hopefully you weren't screaming that at the screen. And then the last one is darn. See, this is, I think, the perfect amount of challenge for a strands. I didn't end up using any hints, but I was a little lost at first, but I kind of worked it through with the theme. It wasn't like the do where I was like, boom, hairstyles, got it. It wasn't like the unpublished ones where I was like, what the hell does that have to do with anything? Like, it was, I struggled with a little bit, found a word, found a few words, and realized that it related there. It was a good strands. Way to go. Why doesn't it say the author's name again on there? I'm sure they'll add that later. You can only see the author's name when you're starting it. Give credit where credit's due. Okay, this is a Monday. I want to mix it up for Monday. I think I'm going to do the thing again where I only look at the downs, not at crosses, and see if I can infer the puzzle from that. Hopefully that's enjoyable to watch. No one gave me any negative feedback before. If you don't like this, tell me, and I'll never do it again. So I gotta click. I'm gonna immediately hit the space bar so it switches to the down, and we're in business. Forest clearings. I can picture it. I can't think of another word for it. U.S. soccer star Megan is Rapinoe, filled with intense excitement. They're hitting us hard right away with these 6s and 7s. Grain used in beer making, that would be malt, because the other one is barley, which is too long. Ounces and ounces is pounds? Maybe. Wherefore art thou, Romeo? Stalls at malls, kiosks. Send a message by computer. Email, because that would make this lake and this brim, which are both words, so I think we're good there. Genre for dubrat or dababy is rap. Full of hot air would be inflated. No, that doesn't fit. In a perfect world, don't know. In conclusion, crap, the Northeast is going to give us some trouble. Maybe getting that long themed clue will give us more help. Mind reading ability for short, ESP. I'll say, since I think I've published one of these, there's been 2 that I have not published because it's hard to finish these. And when I get to the point where I can't quite figure it out, it's like, if I just switch to the acrosses, that's not like super satisfying. I have to like pick 1 or 2 at a time. So we'll see. The Northeast is going to give us trouble. So this would be up to 1492 would be pre-Columbian. So we're getting that long one. Apple could fit in that first part. Otherwise, gosh, that's a lot of letters where I can't think of what it is. Oh, I got it. It is apple, and then it comes up again. It's apples to apples. You're comparing apples to apples. That might help us in this Northeast. Does it? Full of hot air. That could be like inflated like a balloon, or it could be someone who is full of shit and boasts and such. In a perfect world. Ideally. Yeah. Thanks, apples to apples. You got us. Included to some Okay, continue on. Unreactive is inert. That came up, I think, in yesterday's puzzle, or maybe Saturday's. I think it was Saturday's. Yeah, because Sunday I didn't actually record a video for. I just did on my phone. Because Sundays, I wasn't at home, so then that's why I didn't do it. And 23 o'clock is going to be pickleball. So it's going to be like it's going to be games that involve food. I thought apples and apples might be the phrase apples to apples, which is really apples to oranges. But apples to apples, which is the game, which I believe was invented by someone in Madison. There you go. So apples to apples and pickleball. So it's going to be, games that involve fruits or vegetables. A pickle, is a cucumber a fruit or a vegetable? It serves like a vegetable in dishes, but it feels like a thing like a tomato where it's actually a fruit. Either way. And then it's like, is it still a fruit? Or, let's say it's a fruit, or let's say it's a vegetable. Is it still that thing once it's been pickled? Probably. New Haven State is Connecticut. I don't know how you would abbreviate it. Would it be CON? Would it be CNCT? I'm going to try CON, because that's how they abbreviate the college. Get serious, probably be real. Jean-Luc Picard, Captain Jean-Luc Picard of the USS Enterprise. Olympic code for Lisbon's land. That'd be Portugal. Is it just POR? Or is it like PRT? Because it's specifically the Olympic code. Dos is the Spanish word for two. What does that like pair with? Cry at a soccer stadium is Olay. Streaming service with a bear is Hulu. So cornhole is the game, so it is fruits and vegetables. Apt rhyme of caches is probably stashes, because those are both things where you store things. And apt rhyme means like it's rhymes and like it makes sense that they rhyme because they're connected, either where they mean the same thing or they're close. I can't think of another apt rhyme off the top of my head. But they come up rarely, but enough to be worth mentioning. Because how many apt rhymes are there? Guide to navigating an internet resource. User manual. Tip, I don't know. Sincere, could be honest. Harshly denounce. No. Sturdy shoe or an Irish accent. I don't know. Is like a slang term for an Irish accent, or is it a specific Irish accent? Like there's one region of Ireland that also shares a name with a sturdy shoe. Can't think of it. Opposite of hits is misses. Who asked? You probably. Spiral shelled mollusk. Don't know. Refuse to share. Hog. Texas City is home to Baylor University. I think that's Waco. True Detective. I feel like it's AMC, but I don't know that for sure. I think I forgot that AMC is both a, or is it IMC? I was going to say that it's like a movie theater and a TV channel, but I think it is. I think in the puzzle the other day, AMC came up for like, they aired some other show, Better Call Saul, I think. True Detective feels like it's in the same vein as that. Otherwise, it would be HBO. I haven't watched it, so it's hard to say. Period in History is an era, blank. Taylor's version was the number one album of 2021, so that was probably Red. I mean, that's the only short one. That's fun, the arrow one next to the Taylor one. Not that she owns that word, but you know. Okay, what is... Uh-oh, I didn't look at the across. I switched it down. What is the game here that would relate to fruit or a vegetable? Patty cake would not be... A cake is not a vegetable. Yeah, this is a lot of white spaces. We'll see if we can do this. Did cornhole get us anything? Nope. Just that O, but I'm still as lost as ever, huh? And then this would be 55 would be the revealer, having to do with these Games and veggies. This is definitely games. But I can't think of what would be. Hunger Games. Ha ha ha. Because they're all foods. The Hunger Games is the revealer. Does that get us anything on these other ones? Harshly denounce. Don't know. Fiddles with. Fools with. Okay, so this is HBO. No. Want to look down. Spiral shelled mollusk. Don't know. Sturdy shoe or an Irish accent. Guide to navigating an internet source. Okay, so the next part, and this is the trickier part, is now I have to try to guess what the acrosses are without looking at them. And I got a few starting points, like 31 is almost definitely EpiPen, filled with intense excitement. It's just tough because that's a bigger one. 15 across could be Aldi, full of hot air. All talk. It is Aldi, I think. Full of hot air is all talk. So my thought process there is I was imagining an L was there, and then I was kind of like plugging it in and seeing if it works. So let's say that's Aldi. This could be Raid. It could be Rail. It's not Aldi, it's Alda, so it's probably Al and Alda, because this is lastly. And that would make Tat, and that would make Ellie, which is probably another name. Maybe I can allow myself to look at the crosses once I have it filled in, but let's see what happens as we go there. So I think 33 now is probably going to be Dorky, Dos, and yeah, I still just don't know what that's even supposed to be trying to say. So it's risky to leave Dorky written in. This might be a time to actually use the pencil tool. This could be I wonder if the clue, because these are all fruits and vegetables, but the clue doesn't actually say anything about that. The Hunger Games. And there's only 4 themes. The reason I'm thinking this is because, I can't think of any fruits or vegetables that would fit in there. Patty cake still doesn't fit because cake doesn't fit. Oh, I think I have it. Is it Candy Crush? Because candy's a food. Yeah, that fits. Okay, let's see. Spiral-shaped mollusk. I don't know this one. I just don't know mollusks, I guess. I still don't think I'm going to get a lot of the ones down here. Well, it's harshly announced. 38 is probably start or smart. So if it was T, fiddles with. Tunes up. What if it was M? I'm blanking on either of them. But 42 could be star. Does that give us anything? Yes, because harshly denounced is scathe. So that's going to be star. Manhandle. I can't think of anything for H-E blank B. Is there a grocery store that's just H-E-E-B? This, I think SO is a thing. Especially because fiddles with, yeah, it's probably going to be an S on the end. You're yelling us at the screen right now. Or is it handles? But no, shart. Shart's not going to be in the times. Well, that's okay. What if this was from... I'm surprised I don't know forest clearings. I can, picture that. We're in a forest and it opens up. There's a name for that and I can't think of it. Filled with intense excitement. About to pop. I don't know. Hopping. Let's say this is from. I don't think it is, but... Or what could this... Tilts, or lilts, or silts. I don't know, I'm so set on this being an L. No. Filled with intense excitement. See, this is why I haven't published in my other Monday ones, is like, I never know when is the time to actually just start looking at the acrosses. I'm always like, if I give it a little bit more time, I'll get it. But otherwise, then it's me just kind of spinning my wheels, which is, I feel like if there's not progress, it's not that exciting, unless the progress comes. But if I do this for another 5 minutes and then decide, oh shit, I just got to look up the acrosses, I don't know if that's actually a good video. 53 across. Looks like there could only be so many, but I can't think of anything. How many words start with OW? Like owls and owlets, which are baby owls, come up a lot, but this is neither of those. Is there anything else that this could have been? No, it's got to be HBO. We know that. Stashes, we know is right. Scathe is almost definitely got to been right. It feels a little off to denounce as to scathe, but it's like a scathing review. So let's say if this is, what if this is ask? It's either ask or ASL. Monkeys with, right? Is to fiddle with to monkey with? Then what does that do for, what is store? I think it is monkey. Like that fits there better than anything else. Let's do that and then let's just look at the acrosses because hey bee seems wrong too. Rosemary or okay, so it's herb, so that was wrong. Mix, stir, tinkers with, so it was back to T. So it was start and it was tinkers. Let's see, yeah, start is kickoff, mix and stir. Oh, I guess I probably shouldn't have checked this, but here we go. App craze of the early 2010s, that was Candy Crush. But was questioned as ask, rosemary mint is herb, and Esso, Canadian gas brand. I didn't know that. That doesn't get us really anything else. It just gets us that corner. But hey, it's progress. We're getting close. I wish it was unearth, but that isn't it. Could this be loom or loam? What happens? Okay. Truthful. Honest. H-O-N-E. Nope. Sincere. Earnest. E-A-R-N-E-S-T. Yeah. Earnest would work. So maybe it's loam there. E-A-R-N-E-S-T. This could be case. This could be oats. They're not going to both be that. So it could be outs. It could be guide to navigating. Well, that feels like map. Ops is a word. Site map. Yeah, that would be a guide to navigating internet resource. Site map. That gives us Liam, which is definitely a word. Try, case, and ops. Let's look at these clues. So, chooses for ops. Matter for court is a case. Owens, Jesse Owens. Swim bike race is a triathlon. Okay, so 39 across is unease. Do's and don'ts. It wasn't dose, it was do's and don'ts. So this is probably alt. What would that give us? Sturdy shoe. I still don't know, but it just feels like. But I gotta pencil that. But I can't think of anything else it would be, unless it's like an abbreviation. BLT, it could be that. Maybe it is. We're pretty close now. I just don't know this one. This could be like care or dare. Does that give us anything? Care, because the spiral-shaped one is a conch shell. So then this is OOO. Maybe it's out of office. Argyle. Nope, that's not it. Could this be head? Yeah. I feel like bro guy is like something. I'm gonna just, is that a thing? I feel like it is, but I can't think of it for it. We'll look it up all at the end because we'll find out this is wrong. Filled it. Could be like prom also would be an option. Meadow? No, because it has to be... it has to be plural. Forest clearings. So let's clear that. Let's just try a different... What if this was gala here? Did that give us anything? That would give us... If these are both right, that's nothing. Built with intense excitement. I think I just got to start looking at some of these acrosses. Let's pick this one. Pescatarianism and vegetarianism or veganism for 2 is diets. So we're going to put it back to this. See if that happened. Is it meadow? No. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to grab another one. Gazpacho or pho or soups. Amped up is filled to the brim with excitement. So then let's see. Let's say this is probably and or end. This might be llama. Glades. So this is end. This is glades. Just about. Okay, now let's look at our crosses. Metric weight unit is gram. Water skiing spot is a lake. Train travel is rail. Dalai Lama. Hat's edge is a brim. Ellen Alda. Mattel offering with cards for making hilarious comparisons. Apples to apples. Got that one already. Title for Walter Scott or Isaac Newton is Sir. I'm just getting his tag. Conclude his end. Washington's official state sport since 2022. Wow. Dorks. Gazpacho or soup. Negative replies are no's. Nickname for Elizabeth would be Ellie. EpiPen. Dorky is uncool. Cornhole is good. Start off is kick. Unease is worried. Feeling mix is stir. BLT. Liam Hemsworth. Candy Crush. Try. Pose questions. Tic-tac-toe win would be OOO. Owens. The Hunger Games works there. Herb. Medical breakthrough is... That would be care. I don't think it was a breakthrough, so that might be a tricky one. Metaphor chord. So, don't worry, you pretty little head. So what's wrong then? Ah, crap. All those acrosses looked right to me. What did I miss? You're probably yelling at the screen. Is one of these misspelled? Apples to apples, pickleball, cornhole. The Hunger Games. I don't know. I feel like I'm close enough to getting it, and I have to start work in a few minutes. So I will figure out this last one on my own. Maybe I'll put it in the video description, but that's kind of spoilery. What could possibly? Maybe I'll just check. Who cares about my streak? Let's just check it, and then it'll tell me what's wrong. Who cares? Yeah, I know, but what is wrong? Okay, so it is here. So what would be the medical breakthrough that isn't care? Cure. Oh my goodness. I looked at that and I was like, yeah, breakthrough seems different. Cure. My stats are going to be messed up, but my stats are messed up anyways because I take longer to do videos now because I do weird things at the, like, look at this. My best on a Monday is 3.5. My average is 8. This took me 21 minutes. I've abandoned my stats for you, the people. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.